Greetings, family. I hope I find you well. I'm just coming off from a live broadcast that we had for almost 4 hours. Today we were focusing on perhaps what I would call the most life-changing topic of the series we were doing on Healed to Live. We were focusing on your purpose and your assignment. One of the things I kept realizing as I was preparing for this series was that many people are so busy. They are doing a lot of things. People are busy. They don't have time. But what I also noticed is that many are not effective with their time. And to couple that, many people are actually successful. They can show you what they have done. They can show you the houses, the cars, the degrees, the careers, and many things, the businesses they've built, the ministries they are doing. But many are not fulfilled even in all of that. And many are active. They have exercise regimes, they have dietary regimes, they do a lot, but many are not aligned. And that is a big word I discovered as I was preparing for this message, that purpose only comes and is clear when you get aligned to God. And so the reason why many people are busy, they are running to and from, they are successful in things but not fulfilled, active but not aligned, is simple. Because people know the goals. They have planned them, set them, agreed on the indicators, but they have not fully discovered their purpose and their assignment for the season that they are in. And during this powerful session, as I reflect back now and I realize what just happened, I discovered that there's a difference between your calling. There's a difference between your calling, your purpose, your mission, and assignment. Those four are very key, but they are different, and you need to then understand a couple of things about them. Why God created every person and gave them their purpose is something that I also learned, that you don't have two people with the same purpose. They might be related, but they're not the same. So the divine plan is that you have your own purpose that you must discover. And we defined these four terms actually. Your calling, all right? We discovered that it is your identity. It is who you are. When God said, Jeremiah, I've known you before you were born and I called you to be a prophet, he had to operate in a mindset and the reality of a prophet. His eyesight and how he heard things was from a prophetic angle. And we discovered that your purpose is the reason why you exist. And that one also stays the same. We also discovered that your mission is the long-term version of your purpose. So when you say you're on a mission for the master, it means you're chasing your purpose, but on a long term, all right? You're not just doing it for now. You are saying, I am committing my whole life to do this thing. But as you do that, your assignments would differ as and when where you are, which was based on Ecclesiastes chapter 3. And we also understood how purpose gives meaning to your life. And that when things are very difficult, it is often an understanding of who you are and why God called you that really gives you meaning. And why many people struggle with confusion and frustration and stagnation, and why they feel disconnected, is simply because they have not tapped into God's original idea of who they are and why they are here. So you need to understand that, and we saw that this is not really about your career, though your career is important and it's a good ingredient into your purpose and your calling and your assignment, yet it is not the assignment, it is not the mission, it is not the purpose, it is not the calling. So we also discussed how to discover what God is emphasizing in your life at this stage, and how to actually know whether you are aligned to God. What is it that you need to do? So I need you to go back and watch this series and appreciate what God was trying to show us. Practical biblical principles for walking in your God-given assignment. The text of Jeremiah 1 verse 5 was very revealing to me. I meditated on it and I reflected on it, and God says, I knew you, I ordained you, I sanctified you before you were even formed. That was quite deep for me to say. God says, Melusi, I knew you and I knew your substance and I ordained you before. What that then told me was, I am not an accident. And if I'm not an accident, therefore I am not here by chance. There's a divine design. There's a divine plan why I'm here, and therefore I need to find out what is my assignment for this season, because seasons change, and therefore I need to know right now, what should I be doing? All right. And one of the key lessons I noted in terms of defining the calling, the purpose, and the assignment is that the calling always answers the question, who am I? Who was I called to be? Jeremiah was called to be a prophet. He was ordained to be a prophet. So who have I been ordained to be? Many of you know me as a psychologist, as a researcher, as a public health specialist, as a coach, as a media person. But who am I? I need to be clear on that calling. And secondly, when we talk about purpose, it is the why I exist. Why is Melusi here? What is that which God has determined I must be purposeful about? And when I look at the assignment, it answers the question, what is it that God wants me to do right now in this season where I am in? And we looked at 6 seasons of our lives, from childhood to young adult, to your most productive years, to your senior experienced years, as well as to the years of your legacy, when you are really imparting lessons and wisdom and counsel to the young generation. And we also spend a bit of time and we focused our prayers on specific buckets. And today we were praying on the purpose discovery. How do I get to know my purpose? Lord, show me the way that I may walk in it. Give me the courage and the boldness to walk in it. We prayed about clarity and direction. We prayed about breaking confusion and delay. That yes, your blessings may be delayed. Just like the answer to Daniel's question was delayed, your blessing, clarity of your breakthrough may be delayed. We also talked about healing from past disappointments, and God is making it clear that it's not possible for you to step into your purpose, into your calling, into your assignment when you are carrying baggage. You have to heal from the past and be okay with where God has brought you to. And that takes quite a number of principles, one of which is forgiveness. Forgiveness. Forgive those who may have messed you up. Daniel was in exile. He could have been angry with his perpetrators, those who actually took them away from Jerusalem and brought them to Babylon. They could have been angry, but no. They humbled themselves and served. Esther could have been angry to be a slave in the Medes and the Persian kingdom, but she humbled herself and became the queen. So we noted that we need to be healed from past disappointments. We need to be aligned to God's will, and that grace is available to fulfill our divine assignment. So this was week 7 of the 8 scheduled weeks on the Healing to Live journey. We are learning that true healing is not just physical. God has made it very clear, neither is it just emotional or mental, but it is the discovery of why God placed us in this earth and what it is that He wants us to do, and how we can walk confidently in the purposes of God or the will of God to achieve greater things for the kingdom. So we discovered that we are here on a mission for the Master to produce seeds and results, and that this is bigger than us. So in case you missed this broadcast, I want you to go on YouTube. You will find it on our live section. It's week number 7, your purpose and your assignment. And before I go, let me also thank our partners, those who have joined MelVee Broadcasting Network and are contributing every month to the work that we are doing to reach more souls and create more content that will keep this ministry spreading the everlasting gospel. So thanks to all of you, and I invite some of you who are subscribers that you can still upgrade yourself and become a member, and there are benefits that are available for members. So please click on the members button. I think it's somewhere on the bottom of this page. Click on it, discover some of the packages we have, and one I want to highlight is that when you become a member, you have access to coaching sessions that you can have with me. And as a certified life and relationship coach and a Christian coach, I will be excited to give back and spend more time with those who are members. And you have access to free coaching that you can get in touch with me and access as a benefit of being a member. Obviously, we'll need to check and make sure that you are a member and what your name is before we can unlock that benefit for you. But it's available to those who join in. So take time to share this video as well. Share the live stream with someone, especially if you know someone who needs to discover their purpose, someone who's confused, someone who needs to understand what God has in store for them. Share this live stream with them, and I'll pin it in the comments below so that you are able to share it with whoever. God bless you, my friends. We love you, and we thank you and appreciate your support to MelVee Broadcasting Network, a divine voice out of Africa. God bless you.